everybody. Good evening and welcome to Belgrade, the Alexander Nikolic Hall. We are in the press room here with Coach Tab Baldwin and Ange Kwame from the Philippines following their narrow defeat to Serbia tonight. Great effort for your team tonight. Before we get to that, this is on Zoom, obviously. We're going to have opening statements from Coach Baldwin and Ange, and then I will open up the floor to those of you who are watching on Zoom. Just raise your hand and I'll call on you. And as a reminder, this will be in English. So without further ado, Coach Baldwin, if you could give us an opening statement.
Thank you. You know, a lot of people will look at this as some sort of moral victory, and you know, I've been in this game such a long time, I just don't believe in those. We had chances late. We missed good open looks. I think Ange missed a couple, SJ missed one, and Justin Baltazar, he missed one as well. And they were really good looks, and they would have put Serbia under even more pressure than they were under late in the game. But you know, sometimes, particularly with a young team and a developing team, the occasion can be a bit bigger than we are, but that's what the learning process is all about. So I was very proud of the effort today. I want to play better than we played, and I know that we can play better, and we will play better. But certainly the flow of the game was very competitive, and we put in a great effort. And you know, apart from a little bit of composure late, I thought you know, we answered most of the questions that were asked of us by Serbia today.
Okay, thank you very much, Tab. Ange, if you could give us a comment, please.
Actually, it was a great learning experience for us. We know it was tough, especially to play against, you know, players that we been idolized since a long time. And then, yeah, we're really proud of ourselves, but you know, we know this is not the main point right now, because we have to focus on the future. So yeah, we're gonna go back in the gym, getting right, and then yeah, be prepared for the next game, because this is what matters right now.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll go ahead and open up the floor to some of the journalists that are watching. Alexandra, you've got your hand raised, so if you could unmute yourself and ask away.
Yes. So I have actually a question for a head coach and also for the player. What was the biggest problem for you on the court in tactical way in every other part of the game?
Well, I think Milos Teodosic presents a lot of problems, and his ball screen play was tough for us to handle. We changed our defense, and we started showing up on the screen, trying to take the ball out of his hands, and that was effective to some degree. But just Serbia's ability to get the ball to the right people in the right occasions, you know, with Boban scoring big and scoring late, and Milos, you know, controlling the offensive game. You know, our defense was always under pressure by those guys, and I think offensively our cohesion isn't near where we want it to be. We haven't played a team of that caliber and that intelligence that Serbia plays the game with. So we were scrambling a lot, but you know, I don't think you want to criticize your team for scrambling, but you also don't want that to be the character of your team offensively. You know, you want to have a bit more cohesion. So a lot of work to do, but we need to put this game behind us and get ready for Dominican now.
Alexandra, did you have another question? Okay, if not, I'll go to Yvonne. If you could unmute yourself. Yvonne Stewart.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning, Coach Tab from the Philippines. Gilas fell short against Serbia because do you think it would have been a different story if Dwight Ramos played tonight?
Been a different game, but it doesn't guarantee a different outcome. Certainly to have his athleticism and strength defensively and his composure and skill offensively would have given us more weapons, but that doesn't mean that would have necessarily changed the outcome. But I think that the way the game would have been played from our end of the floor might have been different. Dwight has that calming influence on his teammates, and you know, he can impose himself a little bit more easily because of his physicality in elite basketball. But again, you know, of course, you add any player. If you add Micic or you add Kalinic, the game would have been different as well, but it doesn't guarantee a different outcome.
Okay, Maria. Sorry, were you going to ask another question? Maria Alberto, if you wanted to ask away.
Hello, Maria Alberto from Dominican Republic. My question is, you play tomorrow with Dominican Republic. What is your playing game about the result you had today?
Maria, could you ask that again, please?
Tomorrow you play with Dominican Republic. What is your play game apart the result, this game when you lost in front to Serbia?
You could just talk about the game.
What is your plan for the next game?
Well, actually, I mean, this is going to sound cliche-ish, and I apologize for that, but we do take games one at a time. We haven't even begun to look at Dominican yet. We will spend this evening and tomorrow throughout the day planning our strategy for the game, and I'm generally not a coach who lays my game plan out in the media the day before a game, but maybe some coaches do, but probably not me. But certainly we've got to get ourselves physically ready to play, because this is a tough game, and it'll take a lot out of the players, but both physically and mentally we've got a quick turnaround, so it's not going to be easy.
Alexandra, if you can unmute yourself again and go ahead.
Excuse me, I have another question. We talked a little bit in the Flash Zone with the head coach about his job in 2002 with New Zealand. So Serbian journalists want to know, is there any difference for you in basketball, in how they play basketball then and now, I think, on Yugoslavian team and also Serbian now?
They did 20 years ago. That was probably the biggest difference. I don't know. Every team has its own character and its own qualities, and that 02 team was full of so many great, legendary players. And but we had a hell of a basketball team in New Zealand at that point in time, and they had matured so much through that tournament. But to compare the two teams, to compare eras. This team has great players, probably a little bit younger, and probably not as big as the 02 Yugoslavia team, but both great teams. And I know the expectations of playing before the Serbian public and the Serbian history and tradition is tough for any Serbian team. And Igor is a great coach, and he's going to put this unit together, and they're going to play some great basketball before they're finished.
Okay, I do have a question for Anj Kwame. Someone has typed this in. What was it like defending Boban Marjanovic?
It was super tough. I mean, that was a battle for me, and especially for the other guys, because they really helped me a lot, especially to keep him off of the board. So we went and battled. I mean, he's tall, he's long, he has a huge wingspan, so getting rebound, defensive rebound, and be able to keep him out of the paint was the biggest problem for me. So I think, yeah, I mean, the outcome it is what it is, but I mean, yeah, this is a great learning experience, and then I really learned from it, and I'm trying to picture it and then get it better for the next couple of players that like him that I'm gonna play against. So it's a great experience.
And also, Anj, the Philippines, with yourself and with Kai Soto, two really promising young bigs moving forward. I guess from that standpoint, there's a lot of promise in that part of the game for your team.
Yes, sir.
Where are you in terms of your development right now? At 23?
Right now, I keep improving, any aspect of my game. Like Coach said, he wants me to play inside and be present outside of, so make the two-point shot and everything. I mean, we keep learning. It's a learning process, and I enjoy it. So I think within 2 years from now, I'll be on top.
Okay, another question from Maria. Maria Alberto, do you have another question?
No, sorry.
That's all right. Well, I think we're going to call it here then. Actually, we do have one more question. Okay.
Just short one about Dwight.
I don't think Dwight's going to be ready tomorrow. No, he's got a groin injury. It's a muscle, excuse me, it's a muscle strain, and we didn't think it was serious in the beginning, and it just hasn't responded at all. And actually, after the flight, it was worse. So, you know, it's just one of those things. You never know with groin muscles how they'll respond, and we don't want to take the chance of that recurring. We have a big tournament coming up in August, and we need him fully fit and back to training in a few weeks. So, you know, he can't play right now, and we certainly don't want to rush him.
Okay, thank you very much for coming tonight.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank
See
you
you.
very
Thank
much. God bless.
Okay, we're going to have the second part of our press conference with Serbia. Coach Igor Kokoskov and Danilo Andjusic has joined us. Danilo, why don't you give us a comment about the game tonight?
First of all, I want to congratulate the Philippines on a great game. They play a really good game tonight. Honestly, we didn't show from the beginning of the game. We didn't show a good game. We didn't have a rhythm, and that's why we had a close game. We should be much better in defense first of all, and to find a good rhythm in offense, so we can play more easily in the game. So we need to find that flow and fight. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that we won the game. We know our goal. Our goal is to win the tournament, to go to the Olympics, and that's what is most important in this moment.
Okay. Are there any questions for Danilo about tonight's game? Yvonne Stewart?
Thank you very much. Good morning again. To the coach, this web group.
Question to Danilo, if you have one now.
Later. Here.
Okay, if that's it. No? Okay. Danilo, I think you can get
Thank
it.
you.
All right, thank you. Okay, now for Coach Kokoskov, if you wanted to offer a comment, please.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate the Philippine teams on playing really good, playing together as a unit. Coach Baldwin was doing a great job. Dear friend of mine. I think he's doing an awesome job, and I'm happy for him. I think his team played really together, and they were competing. So the second thing I would wish Stefan Jovic a quick recovery. As we saw, he was leaving court with that injury. We'll find out more about the nature of that injury, but I wish him quick recovery. We miss him, and we want him back as soon as it's possible. Tough game. I'm not sure how long this team is playing together, but I keep repeating that we're a new team. We're a new team. We're doing a lot of new faces. We were missing some guys tonight, but I think at this point, I think we're thinking too much. I think we don't play. We don't have that flow. Basketball is a game of reaction, and we don't react. I think we're thinking too much, offensively, defensively. We're defending ourselves instead of being aggressive, or being aggressor, and being in attacking mode. But overall, I think the goal is to win a game, so we won a game. It wasn't cute, it wasn't pretty, but we got it done.
Okay, thank you. So, Yvonne, if you wanted to ask your question now.
All right, thank you very much. So, Coach, you swept Group A after brilliant fourth quarter performances. Yesterday, you outscored Dominican Republic 27-10, and today, you pulled away on a 10-2 run. So, talk about keeping your composure down the stretch to pack up those 2 wins in the fourth.
Think about composure.
About composure down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, we showed our rotation tonight. Unfortunately, we had only 9 guys available. It was a short rotation by circumstances. Playing a hot gym against a team who is very aggressive, and they play well. They move the ball, they move the bodies. We didn't have a choice. We had to find a way to win the game. Whatever we had, the guys who played and who were playing for a team, they were there in the court, and keeping composure. I mean, you don't have a choice. I mean, that was something that we have to find a way. Me as a coach, I'm just following the group, making decision for these guys. I'm very thankful for the guys who played tonight and who were wearing a Serbian national team jersey, representing their country, and they gave their best. Again, we're a new team. We keep repeating, we had 3 practices, and we missed a lot of guys tonight, but it is what it is. I mean, the fans, they want to see us winning games, and it's not easy, but again, we will. And I will keep my composure and just focus on the next game. Focus forward is a mantra.
Okay, a question for.
Thank you.
A question for Edwin Feliciano, if you want to ask it. Okay.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Koskov. How would you describe the performance of Boban Marjanovic in that final part of the game, when he come up very big for the team?
I'm very happy with the Bobans. First of all, his presence here and the fact that he's playing for national team. He is making difference. I mean, he's present on the court. Obviously, you can't can't coach size, but he's not just the size. He's a good basketball player. He knows how to play, how to use his body, and he's creating a lot of damage in the paint. He's also good voice, good energy. We know he's got an unbelievable nature and such a positive guy. So he's a unique, very unique player, and we are fortunate as a program to have Bobby playing for us this summer.
Okay.
I have another quick question. You're in the semifinal between an unexpected rival between Italy and Puerto Rico. Which team would you prefer to play in the semifinal?
I think both teams are great. We can pick and choose. No preferences. We know both teams are great. We played Puerto Rico in Acropolis Cup in Greece a week ago, and we are very familiar with the Italian team. So we have a lot of respect for both teams. Whoever we play in the second, we have to win all the games. Whoever we play, we have to play probably both teams to win a tournament, and that's our goal.
Okay, thank you for that question. Nemanja Stanicic, apologies if I didn't say your last name right. If you could...
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Coach, I'm guessing this will have to go in English since it's like this. So tell me what happened with Micic? Why didn't he play? And what can you tell us about Jovic, the first thing? Do you know anything about his injury?
It will be unfair, and that's not my expertise. I can't talk about Jovic's injury. He left the court. He will have I believe, MRI, and he's in the hospital as we speak, and we'll find out more about the nature of his injury. I just wish him quick recovering. We're missing. We want him back, and such a bad luck for him to leave the game. Vasa Micic he got a tough. He got a hit in his shoulder last night when he was playing, and he was playing through the pain, and he finished the game, but he didn't feel right after the game and today. So medical staff, we decided not to play him tonight. He was available, but not really, and he was dressed. But our plan was my decision was not to play him, and he didn't play.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Question from Nikola Stojkovic.
Hello. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the victory. I would like to ask you if you can tell us what the situation with Bjelica and Kalinic, since you talked about Micic. We got the first reports that they got knocks from the yesterday's game, but are they available for the Saturday?
We'll go day by day. We have a great medical staff. We trust those guys, and they have a great relationship with the players. We will do what's the best for our players. We'll always protect the health of our players. Players is our priority. It's number one thing. So we'll see. Nemanja wasn't available. He got a hit in his knee. Didn't feel right. He didn't play tonight. And Kalinic, as you remember, it was a tough play under the Dominican Republic basket. It was unsportsmanlike foul, and I would just maybe use this moment we want everybody to play hard and to be physical, but we have to also be careful. All the players, and Serbian team included, we have to be a little more cautious and smart in terms of not injure each other. Let's play hard, but don't let injuries let's not hurt each other. So unfortunately, Kalinic was hurt last night playing during the game, and both of those guys, as we saw, they were not available tonight. So basically, we lost 3 guys yesterday just in the game. Jovic tonight, so 4 guys were out. But we'll see. I don't know their medical status. I'm just coach. I'm going to follow whatever player and whatever medical staff tells me.
Okay, I think that's going to do it for tonight's press conference. Thank you for joining us on Zoom, and thank you, Coach, for taking time.
Pleasure.